Good evening, everybody, and welcome to high school basketball here on YouTube, GHS IMTV, as tonight the Greenville Greenwave play host to the Pirates of West Carrollton. Coach's Corner tonight with head coach Bobby Jones. Coach, it's been a strange couple weeks, hasn't it, as far as quarantine and practice time missed, 3 games in a row missed. Strange times.
Yeah, we had a little bit of an extended break there, but coming back off of those 2 weeks off, with the practices that we have had, our kids have gotten better. They're learning as we go along, and they're getting tougher. Not giving up on each other. I mean, it's still got a lot of basketball to play, so our focus moving forward right now is just to get better with every practice and work on the fundamentals, which is what we've been trying to do here lately, and taking care of the basketball. And they're working hard in practice.
Now, I know that right now we've got to find some offense someplace. Yep. We're only averaging 33 points a game. Yep. The times we've gotten into our half-court set and run the Princeton offense, we've run some backdoor cuts, we do okay. It's just handling pressure and getting into it because every team's probably going to pressure us, correct?
Yep. Good passes lead to good shots.
Right.
And right now, the first 4 games we haven't taken many good shots. And the shots that we have taken have been rushed in a hurry. Because teams speed us up with their ball pressure. So we have really been working against traps and pressure for the last few practices, and that's what we're going to continue to work on. Because until you bring your turnovers down, it doesn't matter what offense you run. You have to take care of the basketball. So we've really been, trying to burn that into their heads. Take care of the basketball. Watch your passes. We've done a lot of dribbling, a lot of passing.
Yes, I bet.
It's been a drill session for the last few practices, but at the same time, the kids are still coming to practice, hungry to work, hungry to get better, staying positive with each other, and that's what it's all about when you're trying to build a basketball program.
Every school has faced similar circumstances that we've faced here over the course of not only the first 3-4 weeks of the season, but also, practice from like 1st of November on. But it's especially true for you coming in, putting in a new system, a new coaching staff, having to break things down, go back to fundamentals, and just getting enough practice time. And with everything that's happened, that's been real tough to handle, hasn't it?
Yeah, we told the guys, obviously this season is not typical of what you would go through year in and year out. And we're going to find out a lot about ourselves having gone through a season like this. And your true character as a player is going to shine through. Your character as a team collectively is going to shine through, and it's how you deal with it that's going to matter. And we tell the guys all the time, every team goes through adversity. Every program goes through adversity. My first 3 years at Hagerstown when I was there, I think we won 7 games, 5 games, and 8 games. So it took 2-3 years to get it going, and then after that we just kind of reloaded.
Right.
And that's the same blueprint that we've brought here to Greenville. Before you can have success, you got to take some lumps.
Right.
And it's what you do and how you respond to taking those lumps and going through that adversity that's gonna make you tougher. It's gonna make you better. And that's what adversity does. It makes you bitter, or it makes you better.
That's right.
And right now it's making us better. If we can just keep the kids focused on that, getting better every day. We don't talk about winning a game. We talk about winning a quarter.
Right.
Win the first quarter. You outscore the other team by 1 point each quarter.
You win the game.
You might look up there at the scoreboard and be happy. So, I couldn't be prouder of our guys right now.
Good.
We've got 4 really, really good senior leaders right now on our team that are going to be recognized tonight. Couldn't ask for better leadership out of those 4 guys. And, our juniors and sophomores are just following their lead and coming to practice and making each other better every day, and that's what it's all about.
Okay. Tonight we have a real tall, talented West Carrollton ball club comes in. Do you send some of your assistant coaches or JV or junior high coaches out to scout or exchange tapes, or how do you prepare for a team coming in here like West Carrollton tonight?
So in a normal season, we would go and watch a lot of games.
Right.
I watch a lot of film. The MVL coaches are very good about trading film with each other. So, if I need film, I get it. We try to get 2 or 3 games on each opponent, do a scouting report. Moving forward right now, we've told the guys it's more about us right now than it is our opponent. We've got to get good at what we do before we can worry about,
what they do.
Collectively what they do. Now, what we'll do is we'll try to take away their number one, number two options and make somebody else beat us, and we adjust how we guard teams based on our scouting report and watching film and their tendencies. So what we put into scouting is pretty extensive in watching film, and we try to relay that to our guys, and we go into each game telling our guys we don't want number one and number two to beat us. We want somebody else to beat us. I feel, for the most part, that our kids really compete on the defensive end of the floor. In this league, you've got to be physical. I think for the most part, if we defend night in and night out, we're going to have a chance to at least be competitive. Tonight with West Carrollton, it's going to be all about taking care of the basketball, getting into the gaps, and attacking the basket and getting to the free throw line. When teams do trap us and get after us and try to force the pace in the game, we've been prone to throwing the ball all over the floor.
Right.
We're going to try and clean up some of that moving forward. And what better opponent than to take the next step and taking care of the basketball than West Carrollton.
Right. Defensively, I think your kids, for the most part, have played pretty well defensively. Yep. It's not a matter of not doing what we're doing. Sometimes we're just out-talented at times. We had a little blip in the radar up at Sydney.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think defensively you've really played pretty well this year.
Yeah, they've bought into it. We have said from the get-go, if we're going to be successful here at Greenville, which we will be, we have to defend and we have to rebound and we have to have players that can take care of the basketball and make plays. And, defending, it doesn't take a whole lot of talent to do that. It just takes a lot of determination, a lot of heart, and a lot of will to do that. You got to buy in. Anybody can rebound if they want the ball bad enough, but the fundamental side of it, taking care of the basketball and being able to make plays and take somebody off the dribble, that's all taken care of in the off season.
Right.
And we've really preached to the guys, hey, even though we're taking our licks, this season, we have to have a good off season and get better fundamentally. And these kids, every one of them, all 25 of them, have bought in to the program that we're putting in place, and we know that we're going to turn the corner at some point, and there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Okay, well that's great to hear. Being a long-time Wave fan and stuff, we know better times are ahead. Let's spend head coach Bobby Jones here. Good luck tonight. Let's see some improvement out there, and let's get the ball in the basket a little bit. Okay.
Appreciate it. Yep.
Okay.
Thanks for the coverage.
Yep. Randall Bowman and I'll be back in a little bit. We'll take a look at tonight's starting lineups as well as it's senior night, so we'll have the ceremonies honoring 4 senior ball players as well as the one senior cheerleader. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Wave. Channel 5, but I guess I missed that. We'll be back on GHS IMTV in just a little bit.
After graduation, Emily plans to pursue a career in early childhood education. She is the daughter of Troy and Sandra Snyder. Ladies and gentlemen, Emily Snyder. Our first basketball senior tonight is number 10, Jace Bunger. Jace has been in the basketball program for 4 years. He also is a member of Green Symphony for 3 years, track for 2 years, Key Club for 2 years, Wing Bears for 3 years, and marching band for 4 years. After graduation, Jace plans to attend barber school and open his own business. Jace is the son of Doug and Tracy Bunger. Ladies and gentlemen, Jace Bunger. Our next senior tonight is number 55, Heath Coomer. He's also been a member of the National Honor Society for 2 years, student council for 3 years, orchestra for 4 years, and been a member of the tennis team for 4 years. After graduation, he plans to attend High Point University in North Carolina to study business. Heath is the son of Amy and John Coomer. Ladies and gentlemen, Heath Coomer.
Number 11, Cameron Fletcher.
Our next senior tonight is number 11, Cameron Fletcher. Cameron has been a member of the basketball program for 4 years. He's also been in the baseball team for 4 years, the football team for 4 years, and is a scholar athlete. After graduation, Cameron plans to continue his education by studying sports management at a yet undetermined college. He is the son of John and Renee Fletcher. Ladies and gentlemen, Cameron Fletcher. Our final senior tonight is number 3, Reed Haynes. Reed has been a 3-year member of the basketball program. He's been a member of the National Honor Society for 2 years, Engineering Tech for 3 years, and has been a member of the baseball team for 4 years. After graduation, Reed plans to attend the University of Cincinnati to pursue a bachelor's degree in construction management. Reed is the son of Joel and Kara Allred and Nick and Sherry Haynes. Ladies and gentlemen, Reed Haynes. Each of your efforts have made a positive contribution to the green and white and the respected traditions of Greenville athletics. We're very proud of each of our seniors. We thank you for your time, effort, and commitment to Greenville athletics. And a big thank you to the parents of all of our seniors for your support. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in a big round of applause to congratulate our seniors in the class of 2021.
Starting lineups if you watch high school basketball here on YouTube.com, GHS, IMTV, Alex Warner along with Randall Bowman, Ty House on a special assignment down at Hilton Head. Go figure that out.
I saw that on Facebook, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of those real tough assignments he gets every now and then. Anyhow, glad you could join us here tonight for Miami Valley League basketball action as the Wave play host to the West Carrollton Pirates. And it's going to be a tall, athletic ball club comes in from down West Carrollton way.
It does. I mean, there's some experience, too, on the team. Pretty well balanced with, like, 3 guys. So it could be a titanic struggle.
A titanic struggle. Talking to head coach Anthony Parker here for West Carrollton a little bit earlier on. They're missing one of their keystones of the ball club. Young man, I just blanked on his name here, Kadori?
Yes, yep.
Yeah. ACL, he's out for the year. That's too bad. He hurt us last year up here. They do have one of the better sophomores in the Dayton area, a young man named Sam Walker. He comes in tonight averaging 18 points a game, 13 rebounds a game, and 3 blocks a game. Yeah. So he's a young man that's going to be a force to be reckoned with inside. They come in 2-2, and they're the same boat. If you listen to the Coach's Corner with Coach Bobby Jones, like just about every school around, they haven't had all their players for any of the 4 games they've played, and practice time is tough.
Sure, yeah. Again, it's 2020. You know, anything can happen. That's the crazy part about this whole year. But fortunately, we're all in the same boat.
Yes.
And I think, though, Greenville at a bit of a disadvantage because we have a brand-new coach, which we both think a lot of. And it's a whole new system, a whole new offense that is a great offense. But it takes repetition, takes running it, and things like that. He's come back with all new, different type of defense, a pack line defense, which is a great defense too. But again, you are limited practice times, limited games, and things like that. I mean, it's make it tough.
Well, and on top of that, we basically lost 4 starters from last year, 5 or 6 seniors, all graduated, and so this is a ball club with the possible exception of, DJ Zimmer, of course, and then Nolan Curtis, really the only 2 back that had much in the way of varsity experience.
Correct. Yep, that's right. Yep.
So the Wave come in 0-4. We're going to play a ton of ball games here over the next 3-4 weeks. I think we have a stretch of 15 days where we play 8 games.
Yeah.
What happened was we missed our last 3 ball games that were regularly scheduled because while we were up at Sydney and it was beaten by a Sydney Yellow Jacket ball club, we found out the next day they had a young man tested positive for COVID, And, of course, then that led to contact tracing, and all of a sudden that shut things down here for a while, and that's where we're at this year, right?
I know. It's 2020.
It's 2020. Wave tonight will be starting DJ Zimmer, as always. Hayden Bush has played only 2 games. He missed the first couple ball games because of the virus and has had 10 points in each of those games. We desperately needed his scoring because DJ was basically doing most of the offensive work.
Right.
We've got to get some of these other kids. Reed Haynes has to start contributing a little more in the offensive end. We've got to get Alex Bumgardner going a little bit more.
Nolan Curtis.
Curtis. So we've got kids that need to step up.
Sure.
And, we're going to have 5 games here by the end of the year. We'll turn it over Saturday night to January 2nd.
Yep.
We'll see. I think we're going to see continued improvement from this ball club this year.
I think so, too. Again, I've had a lot of contact with Coach Bobby, and quite honestly, I think a lot of him. I think he's going to do a great job here. Long term, he's going to do a great job here. It's going to just take some time.
Yep. Well, this has been Senior Night. If you just tuned in, Senior Night honoring our lone senior cheerleader, Emily Snyder, and then along with the 4 seniors, Jace Bunger, Reed Haynes, Cameron Fletcher, and Heath Coomer. And, it's always good for seniors to be honored that way. It's just strange that we're honoring them here before the first of the year because you have no idea what's in store the rest of this way. So anyhow, Randall and I are glad you joined us. We have Michael Bryan on the camera tonight. Now we're going to be doing simulcast tonight, and we only have one cameraman. So you folks watching out there on live streaming, that camera's not going to move too much because Michael can't run 2 cameras that are about 15 feet apart. We'll do the best we can that way, and hopefully the audio comes through also. But anyhow, high school basketball here tonight as the Wave play host to the West Carrollton Pirates. Randall and I'll be back in just a minute and take a look at tonight's starting lineups and some other pregame activities as you watch high school ball here on YouTube.com. Getting ready for the Greenville High School Pep Band to give tonight's rendition of the Star Spangled Banner on Senior Night, and a fairly decent-sized crowd, about as much as you could expect, Randall, because we were limited to about 150 people here, and that's where we're at in 2020.
It's 2020.
Greenville High School Pep Band under the guidance of Miss Sarah Lewis. Well, let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups here as the West Carrollton Pirates come to town with a 2-2 record under the guidance of head coach Anthony Parker. Number 1 is a 6'2" senior averaging 11 points a game and 3.5 steals a contest, Stanley Shrivers. Number 2 is 6'3" junior Trey Dennis, averaging almost 8 a game. Number 3, a 6'2" senior, averaging 16 points a ball game. That's Jayton Howard. Number 4, a 6'5" senior, Deshaun Ferguson. And rounding out the starting lineup, number 23, Sam Walker, the 6'6" sophomore, averages 18 a game, point-wise, 13 rebounds and 3 blocks, and is one of the big guns in the Miami Valley League. Is only a sophomore.
Yeah, he's a big man.
He's a big man's right.
He's a big man.
For the homestanding Greenville Greenwave, under the guidance of first-year head coach Bobby Jones, come in tonight 0-4. They'll start Alex Bumgardner, a 6'4" junior, averaging 2 a game. Number 3 is the 6'1" senior, Reed Haynes, averaging a little over 2 a contest. Number 5 is Hayden Bush, the 6'4" junior, and only his 3rd game, averaging 10 points through the 2 he's played. Nolan Curtis, a 5'9" junior, wears number 34, averages a little over 2 a contest. And in the post for the Wave tonight, averaging 14.3 points a game, 6'2" junior, wearing number 35, DJ Zimmer. So again for the Wave, Bumgardner 0, Haynes 3, Bush 5, Curtis 34, and Zimmer 35. And Wave come in, Randall, only averaging 33 points a game. We have to pick it up on the offensive end.
For sure. I mean, there's just no doubt about that. We've got to score more points. So, again, in some pregame that we had with Bobby and talked to him before the season started, he felt like the defense could gel pretty well. He just didn't know where he's going to get the offense.
Yep, and that's proven true.
Exactly, yep.
Well, here the Wave in home white going against West Carrollton in red and black, and quickly a steal almost that time. Pulled out of there by Stanley Shriver's is leading the MVL in steals, if I'm not mistaken. And it's like we talked in Coach's Corner, this is a Wave ball club that just is going to have to learn to take care of the ball.
Yep.
If we aren't shooting well, every possession becomes near and dear, and we can't afford to turn it over 15, 20 times a ball game.
Exactly.
Let's Hayden Bush out front. And you folks there on the live stream tonight, hopefully the video comes through okay, and we know the audio will. Wave work against what looks like going to be a little zone here, or no, playing man.
They're playing a man, yeah.
Trying to pick up our offense against us. We're running this backdoor cuts a lot if we're able to.
Well, the thing about this Princeton offense is it opens things up. So it's all pass and cut.
Right.
It's really a simple offense, but you have to run it.
Right. Nice job defensively as Nolan Curtis pulls it out of there. Well, the Wave in the first 2 possessions with 2 turnovers. Let's see if we can correct that. Here's Reed Haynes inside. Get in there. Won't drop. Good rebound inside by Alex Bumgardner. There's going to be a foul called underneath. Ooh. Foul's going to be on Sam Walker, number 23. Boy, it'd be good to get him a couple fouls early, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
A young man averaging a double-double, 6'6", and he's not a skinny 6'6".
He is not.
He's a well-put-together young man. Hayden Bush on the dribble drive.
Looks like he'd make a great tight end.
Traveling, and Randall 4 possessions and 3 turnovers, and that's really not against the full-court press either.
No.
That's just against half-court defense. So that's one of those things. It'll come around, fans. Just hang in there. Coach Jones is going to get this program righted here, and there's a long shot outside. No good.
Wow.
Nolan Curtis got away with a little shove on the defensive backboard there. And there's going to be a foul called on
number 1,
Stanley Shriver's, his first, the team's second. Played a little over a minute and no score. This is a ball club that comes in, Randall, West Carrollton, averaging 68 a game. And then talking to Coach Anthony Parker beforehand, he said we just haven't had our starters, all together at the same time. Another turnover and up and in this time. That's going to be Alan Lattimore. Lattimore has only played 1 game. He scored 18 points in that game. He was down with the COVID virus prior to that. Nice pass ahead. Get in, Alex Bumgardner.
Oh, my goodness. You can't
rebound
miss those.
Zimmer. There we go. Nope. Saved by Bumgardner. Well, lid on the basket here in the early going. We've got 4 turnovers also, which doesn't help.
Nope.
And make it 5. Steal and blocked by Zimmer.
Way to go, DJ.
Deshaun Ferguson thought he had an easy 2,
Yes,
and
he
DJ
did.
made up for that and came down and hammered it out of bounds and gave a little swag on that, didn't he?
He did. Yeah. Don't bring that stuff in here.
Buddy.
There you go.
That's it. Nice play by Nolan Curtis. Curtis in the front court going to take a long 3 way short. Nolan struggled this year. He played some as a freshman on the varsity, started most of last year as a sophomore, and just can't quite get untracked right now.
Nope. No, we got to have more than 2 points a game out of him, that's for sure.
Well, Wave coming out man-to-man with that pack defense. Randy, you can explain that pack line defense a little bit later on here.
Okay. Really, and the only time you get outside of about 2 feet inside the three-point line is if your man's got the ball.
Right.
Other than that, it's all packed in.
Inside the three-point line.
Exactly. And even about 2 feet inside of that then.
Right. You never really heard too much about that until University of Virginia won a national championship.
Right, that's right.
And that's where it came from, head coach Tony Bennett. Boy, nice pass. And they missed it. Well, it looks like neither team's a little rusty here. Just lack of practice over the holidays. So everybody's going to be a little rusty this first quarter. I think things will warm up. But right now, Randall, we've got 6 turnovers in the first quarter. Nice.
There we go.
Hayden Bush with the first 2 of the night. And then we're tied at 2 all. Just under 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Here's Walker, the big man inside. Turn around. No.
Wow.
Rims it out.
Got a little Christmas hangover maybe.
I think so. And you know, that's true. You're used to playing at practice speed, and game speed's an entirely different animal.
Sure, exactly.
Alex Bumgarner had an open look from about 18. Here's Hayden Bush for 3. Not this time. And Bumgarner with the rebound. Yep, still won't go. And good job by Bumgarner to get that loose ball.
Take that.
And another turnover. DJ Zimmer didn't need to dribble that time.
Nope.
Nice pass. Up and in. Pretty pass. Number 3.
5.
Or 5, I should say. 5 scored, but 3 with the pass.
Right.
So Lattimore has all 4 of his team's points halfway through what's been a quick first quarter.
It really has.
Again, Randall filling in tonight. Ty House on vacation down in South Carolina. Alex Bumgarner turn around. Nope. And here we go. Got a man out front. Threw it away. Saved. Nice pass back. Flipped out of there by Reed Amos. Ball remains with the West Carrollton Pirates, and wholesale substitutions for the Wave as Jace Bunger, Cameron Fletcher, and Million Bryant come in. And coming out would be Bumgardner along with Haynes and Curtis.
Stay on that.
Double team Walker inside.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, nice double team down low on the out of bounds play. At the foul line, comes up short, and Bryant with the rebound. This might be a first quarter neither team will really want to look at on film. 3:20 to go, and it's 4-2 in favor of the Pirates. And ball loose, out of bound, and belongs to, well, it's going to belong to the Wave. Now, Coach Anthony Parker right there maybe disputed that. Go throw the red flag out like they do in football, right? Have a little review there.
Go for
Well, it's timeout on the court, and Greenville takes a 30-second timeout. Hey, Randall, let's keep it here while we have this on live stream as well as being taped here for later play. Let's take a look at the MVL here as far as the standings are concerned. We take a look. Tip City has a dynamite ball club this year.
They do.
And again, all these games, there are no non-conference games scheduled as of this moment.
Right.
Everything is a home and away with the other 9 opponents in the league.
Right.
But if you look up north in the Miami division, Tip at 6-0. Butler, who's only lost at Tip, is 7-1. How they got 8 games in, I don't know. Troy's had 8 games in. They're 5-3. And excuse me, but I was looking at the girls' standings there. Let's take that back around. We'll bring that back up in a little bit.
Okay, I like it.
I've got too many papers here tonight, folks. We're a little rusty, too. We've only done 3 games this year.
This is my first.
Normally we've got 8 games in by now.
Yeah, I know. It's 2020, Alex.
It's everything's screwy.
Yep.
There's the inbounds pass, comes to Zimmer, forces his way in. Tall Timber kicks it back out. See if Million Bryant can hit one off the bench.
Doggone.
Yeah, look good. Oh, my. How'd he get wide open down there?
Nobody looking back.
Well, Stanley Shrivers has his first 2 all alone, and West Carrollton up 6-2. That's it. There we handled it. We really have done a pretty decent job against their full court pressure. It's just down in the half court set we've struggled.
Well, and we're not hitting the little 2-foot jump shots for crying out loud.
Right. Cameron Fletcher took a little too long, had it rejected. Out of bounds, and West Carrollton ball. Well, Cameron had the shot to start with, hesitated, and by the time he put it up, he had Mr. Walker's hand right on top of the ball, didn't he?
Yep.
2:30 to go here. 6-2 West Carrollton in their half-court offense. They run a high post off of that with Walker setting the screen and rolls to the bucket. Back outside, this is number 10.
Oh, my.
Yeah, shot missed. Randall, do you have a number 10 in your scorebook? I do not.
I do not.
He'll be the unknown player out there right now.
And there's nothing on this list here that we have.
Here's Hayden Bush. There we go. Well, Hayden Bush has all 4 Greenville points. The Wave back within 2 at 6-4. 1:50 to go here first quarter. Reed Haynes gets ready to check back in along with, it looks like, Truman Nicholas, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I did have a 10 down, and that was Trey Dennis. But he was number 2. So.
Right.
Nicholas Haynes along with Bumgarner check in, and coming out to be Bunger, Bush, and Fletcher. Well, a chance to tie here, Randall. We're hanging in there. Last year, same thing happened. We played a really good first quarter against West Carrollton last year and then ran into trouble in the second quarter. So let's hope this first quarter stays within reach and we play a lot better in that second stanza.
Well, it's like Coach said in the pregame, just win it by a quarter. Don't win a game,
right.
Win a quarter.
Reed Haynes pulls up. Can't buy it. And over the back.
Yep.
Going to be on Alex or is it going to be on DJ?
DJ.
Going to be on Alex Bumgarner.
Oh, no.
That's his first, and then that's only the first on the Wave here tonight. Again, a decent-sized crowd. We have the pep band here tonight and cheerleaders on the stage. Just no students.
Yeah.
It's just too bad.
Yeah, it really is. I mean.
Okay, DJ Zimmer with it. Ahead quickly. Bryant took an extra step but got away with it. And he's hurt as he's another one of the long list of victims on the stage, being only 2 or 3 feet from the baseline, which has been one of the weaknesses of this gym since clear back in the fall of '62. Million Bryant. There's just not room down at either end. And
I know it. Yep.
And that's been something we've talked about over the years, how that was designed not to have an extra few feet at either end. I will never know.
Right.
Well, here's West Carrollton. They're all tied at 6, under a minute to go, and a turnover as West Carrollton tried to take it inside and threw it out of bounds.
Good.
This is Truman Nicholas with it. There we go. See,
Good.
we're handling the pressure full court. It's just we get in trouble here in this half-court set. On the other hand, we've played pretty good defense and kept us in the ballgame. There's a foul on number 10. We'll have to see who 10 is. No, that's Dennis. I had him originally as number 10, and then on the roster they gave us tonight, they had him as number 2. Well, you never know. There it is.
Baby.
Yep, a little short by Nolan Curtis.
Way to follow your shot. That's a lost art.
Yeah, that's true. Nice move, DJ Zimmer. Blocked inside by Walker.
Or was it?
We're out running here, up and in.
Wow.
Nice outlet pass. And getting behind it was Alan Lattimore. He's got 6 points here. And with 20 seconds to go, another turnover against the Wave. And there's going to be a foul called. Alex Bumgarner picks up his second foul. So he has both of the green and whites fouls here tonight. Don't really want him picking up fouls early. He's one of our people inside we're going to count on here tonight to combat some of the West Carrollton height. Well, Cameron Fletcher comes back in. Hayden Bush will come in too.
And number 5, Hayden Bush. Number 5.
14 seconds left, 8-6. Pirates with the lead.
Big stand here, guys. Big stand.
This is Lattimore outside. Nice kick out. Number 2 this time.
Good closeout. Good closeout.
Number 2 is Javen Vaughn. You said he hurt you last year in 8th grade basketball, right, Randall?
Yeah.
Just a freshman, a 5'8" freshman on varsity here. Oh! Hayden Bush about threw the run in from about 60 feet out. Well, that wraps up 1/4 of Miami Valley League action here at the high school gym tonight with your score West Carrollton 8 and Greenville 6. We'll be back in just a moment. Getting ready to tip it off here in the second quarter. It'll be West Carrollton's ball out of bounds at side court. They have a 2-point lead at 8-6, and nothing for either team to really write home about in that first quarter, was there, Randall?
No. Again, you got to give the Wave a lot of credit. If it wouldn't have been for the turnovers and the missed shots down low. Oh no, DJ.
Yeah, DJ Zimmer with a foul about 25 feet from the basket there.
Yep.
Got to keep that young man in the ball game. Our leading scorer, averaging 14 a game, been held scoreless thus far tonight. Hadn't gotten any open looks at the bucket, has he?
No, just a couple close ones down there.
But they had some pressure.
He did that, yeah.
No, defensively, if you said you'd hold this West Carrollton ball club, come in averaging 68 a game to only 8 in the first quarter, you'd feel pretty good about yourself.
Amen.
And they should.
Yeah, exactly.
Defensively, we play well. It's like Coach Jones says, it's that one constant.
Yep.
You're going to have nights where you're not going to score. Unfortunately, we've had 4 of those so far. but your defense can always remain constant.
Exactly.
Nice pass inside.
See, you can't give that up.
That bucket was by Ronald Dowds on a nice pass by Schreiber. 10-6.
No.
Come on, Reed. You're bound to hit one, buddy. Nope, not that time. Out of bounds, and it belongs to the Greenville Greenwave. 10-6 your score, just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Again, Alex Warner along with Randall Bowman and Michael Bryan on the camera tonight.
Nice. Oh, no.
Pick it up, Hayden. Turnaround jumper, nice.
Nice.
Well, Hayden Bush with 6 points there of the Wave's 8. 10-8, Wave trail by 2. Out front, that's Ferguson with it. Gets into trouble, kicks back out. A long shot outside, no good. Rebound pulled down by Bush. Stanley Shriver's a little out of his range there, it looked like that time.
That'll happen.
That will happen. Long cross-court pass. That's the way to move the ball.
That's right.
Both teams have 3 fouls thus far, so neither team really in trouble right now.
No. Well, except for Alex. It's got 2.
Well, with 2, yeah. But as far as team fouls, Hayden Bush, that was a Euro step there, I think, wasn't it? That took him most of Luxembourg and Belgium. But he got away with it. I still haven't figured out the Belgian step or the European step, the Euro step.
No, I haven't either. Our kids do it, and they say, "Oh no, that's legal, coach." I said, "Okay, whatever."
As long as you get away with it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wave the inbounds under the basket. And it's just strange not to see a stage crew up there, right, Randall?
It sure is.
Come on, Reed. Front rim again. Nice rebound, no good.
See again.
Good hustle by Zimmer, and he's going to be called for the foul. That'll be DJ's second. Well, Zimmer and Bumgardner both are big men inside. 2 fouls here. We have 5:39 to go here in the first half. Million Bryant quickly off the bench, and DJ Zimmer takes the seat.
Well, that makes it a whole lot smaller.
You know, Randall, even though there's a restriction on crowd size, this is probably about the biggest crowd we've had here.
Yeah.
We're just probably pushing that limit of about 175, 180 people. West Carrollton moves around the outside. We've done a pretty good job of keeping the ball out of the middle, haven't we?
Yep.
Just as I say that, there's penetration and a foul called on Cameron Fletcher. That'll be his first, team's 5th. And going to line will be Deshaun Ferguson. Ferguson, a 6'5 senior. Again, one of their main players, a young man that hurt us last year, a 6'7 senior. Agbakai Kadari is out for the year with an ACL. That's too bad, especially a senior.
Oh, yeah,
that
no
way.
Kidding. Yeah, that is too bad.
Second shot on the way, no good, so he missed them both. Here come the Wave. Fletcher out front, slows it down,
Get it to
brings
a
it
guard.
back out.
Get it to a guard.
We haven't had any turnovers here in this quarter, Randall. On the other hand, we haven't made any shots either.
Got good news and bad news.
Well, we do have a bucket there. I should say Hayden Bush had a nice one. That's a foul on number 12. And I'm going to have to find number 12 on there. Who is? I tell you, folks, the numbers that are listed on the roster on the official website of the Miami Valley League and the numbers that were listed on the roster they turned in tonight are entirely different animals.
Right.
Hayden Bush has it blocked that time by Ferguson. Boy, threw that away. Layup, up and in. There's a bucket by Jayton Howard. All of a sudden, it's 12-8. Ball tipped out of bounds, belongs to the Wave.
So I do think that last foul was on what we have on our charts here as number 2.
Is that on Javon
Yes,
Vaughn?
that's what I think.
Or Javon Vaughn, I should say.
Yeah.
Wow, here's a long three and nothing but net. That was Stanley Shriver's. And all of a sudden, a little burst here, 5 quick points, and it's 15-8. 4:33 remaining here in the first quarter, and Coach Bobby Jones takes his second time out of the night. Randall, did you have any scoring from the JV contest by any stretch?
The scoring and in the JV game, West Carrollton won 48-19, and we had 3 guys score. Jared DeMange had 6, Hayden Livingston had 8, and Chase Drew had 3 for a total of 19 points.
We only had the 3 scored in that contest.
Yep, that was all.
Yep.
So, again, another work in progress where I guess we don't have enough numbers for freshmen and JV.
Yeah.
So we've
no freshman team.
Yeah. So we have no freshman team, although the JV is primarily freshmen.
Right.
So
they're playing up a grade.
They're playing up a grade.
Well, after a timeout, the Wave bring it back in. Jace Bunger got away with a walk.
He certainly did.
But we'll take anything we can get, and that's 2 points for the 5'8 senior. And stepping inbounds on the inbounds pass was number 4, Deshaun Ferguson, and so a quick turnover gives it right back to the green and white. Well, 15-10, see if we get another bucket here. On the court for the Wave are Bryant Bunger, Bush, Fletcher, and Curtis. So only Bush and Curtis started this contest. Pass inside, flicked out, over to Bryant in the corner. About halfway through this second quarter, Wave trail by 5.
Oh.
We about forced a turnover on ourselves there, didn't we?
Yeah, but again, you can't have 2 guys in this Princeton offense where they were together.
Right.
Now it's where it should be. This should spread out. This should open up now eventually to where they should be cutting. They shouldn't be standing on the perimeter like this. Somebody's got to cut, or you get no movement at all.
They're getting really good backside help, though. They're leaving Curtis alone over here. Number 3 is Jayton Howard. He really drops in the middle and plugs that up. Let's see if Million can hit one. Nope. Chase Bunger had it in the back. Yeah. In the bush, take it up, Hayden. And draws a foul. Hayden Bush will go to the line. This will be the Wave's first trip to the foul line. Howard's first, and that is 5 team fouls against the West Carrollton Pirates. Hayden Bush, starting quarterback in football, had to sit out the first 3 games, quarantined, and in the 2 games he's played, he's had double figures both times. Misses the front end of the 2-shot foul.
Yeah.
Left-hander eyes the hoop, has it on the way, and rims out.
Goodness gracious. Got to have those, guys.
Yep. 3:20 left here in the first half. A little shot from inside, no good. Another one missed, a nice rebound that time, up and in.
Man, that kid is good.
He can jump.
He can.
That was Lattimore with the bucket. There's the ball out. It's going to be a turnover. That's only the Wave's second here after having 8 in the first quarter. That's 10 for the game now.
Yeah.
3:09 left, and West Carrollton with that 7-point lead. Yeah, the Lattimore hurt us last year when they played here, and he has 8 of their 17 points tonight. Everything from inside.
Yeah.
He can jump. Nice drive. Not much of a shot, and the rebound pulled down by Nolan Curtis. Really good move to the bucket, just couldn't get anything to drop. Bunger in trouble, cross-court pass, gets in trouble. He's going to try to dunk here. No, doesn't do it. He was starting to set up for it.
He was.
That was Deshaun Ferguson's first 2 points, and it's 19-10. Again, it's not turnovers against the press, it's turnovers in a half-court set that's really hurting us. Haynes deals over. Let's see if Hayden can hit a 3 from the corner. And a foul on Truman Nicholas.
Yep.
Truman was going after the loose ball, and he was open to get it because he threw the West Carrollton player about 10 feet forward that time.
You're not allowed to do that.
19-10, 2:25 to go. Second quarter MVL action here at Greenville High School. Here's Walker. We've held him in check. He puts it on the floor. Good job, Truman Nicholas inside, battling hard. Rebound, Reed Haynes. Yeah, Walker averaging 18 a game, has yet to score.
Well, as Coach said in the pregame,
don't let the 1s and 2s beat you.
Exactly.
Or the 3s and 4s beat you, yeah. Get in, Hayden. Oh, man. Had a really good look at it and missed everything.
Yeah.
Corner shot, a little off. Long rebound.
Those are tough.
Those are tough. You take those 3s, there's going to be a fair amount of those going to go long.
That's exactly right.
And sometimes, regardless of how good a job you do of boxing your man off the boards, you've boxed him to take the long rebound, basically, is what you've done.
That's exactly right.
Well, there's a turnover against West Carrollton. So with 1:46 to go, Wave ball in front of their bench.
There you go.
And inbounds pass comes to Curtis, and see if we can get a bucket this time. We need a bucket. We're trailing by 9 here. Man, we had Haynes wide open. There's like 3 passes and going to be a jump ball. Boy, we had shots there and didn't get the ball up, did we?
You just can't be afraid to shoot. That's all there is to it. You got to take that shot, Reed.
Well, possession arrow does favor the Wave, so Haynes inbounds to Curtis. An even minute and a half to go here in the first half. Jace Bunger, long pass. West Carrollton packs it in a little bit too and lets us have that long one. There's a shot by Haynes, and Reed just can't buy a bucket, can he?
Nope.
Here's Jace Bunger in trouble over there and finally gets to Haynes. Good head fake. And he's going to go to the line and shoot a pair. Foul's going to go against number 4, Deshaun Ferguson, his first. Team 6, and Reed Haynes has a chance to put his name in the scorebook and bring his team a little bit closer, trailing 19-10. Again, glad you folks joined us on live stream out there. We hope the video is coming through. We know the audio is, so sometimes we have to go a little bit more radio-type play-by-play than normal, and so hopefully the video feed's coming along with the audio tonight. Come on, Reed, let's put one in, buddy. Second shot on the way and a little short. Hayden Bush throws it up. No foul called. The rebound to Walker. Quickly, here comes West Carrollton. Nice pass inside. Good hustle. Truman Nicholas. Bobby Jones calling for a foul down there on Bush and didn't get it. That's the first warning given by the official. The Coach Jones got a little frustrated there. You know, Coach Jones from behind like this, when you're up here, as the pass goes inbounds up and in, that's number 4, Deshaun Ferguson. Now has 4 points. I was just getting ready to say, from up here looking down, you can almost swear that Coach Jones is Mike Bayshore.
Oh, you're right.
The coach for the Wave back for about 4 years there with Clay Giozzi and that group. There's a turnover. That's one of the few turnovers in the backcourt. Anyhow, got a verbal warning. He's coming over from Indiana, used to that Indiana officiating, I guess.
Well, we've kind of melded him into Ohio a little bit last year with Tri-Village.
That's right.
Oh, no.
And here's a missed shot, and rebound pulled down by Haynes. And he loses it in the backcourt. Missed it, rebound, up and in, rolled around and Stanley Shriver's got dropped. He has 7. And all of a sudden, it's an 8-0 run here, Randall. It was 15-10, and we were shooting foul shots. Now we're down 13 points, and there Hayden Bush is fouled by Deshaun Ferguson, and that'll put the Wave in the 1-1 with 21 seconds left, trailing 23-10. Hayden Bush, Waver 0 for 4 from the foul line here. Going to have to change that. Let's see if Hayden can convert a couple of these. No, son of a gun. That's a 1-1. Well, 23-10, when you're struggling a little bit with your offensive set in the half court and not shooting real well, you can't afford to miss those free shots from the charity stripe, can you?
And your leading scorer on the bench.
Yep.
Oh.
Well, here's Truman Nicholas, picks up the foul. I tell you what, Truman's got his hands full. He's like 5'10", and he's guarding 6'6" in there. Well, Walker has yet to score, averaging 18 a game, as we said earlier, and he's going to shoot the 1-1. 13 seconds to go. West Carrollton by 13.
Wow.
Didn't get it to drop. Well, neither team's doing too well from the foul line, are they? Fact is, we haven't had a made foul shot. Jace Bunger throws it over here, Truman Nicholas. Down to 3 seconds, get it up. Nolan Curtis and draws a foul. On the floor, they said. Still going to be 1-1. That's on Trey Dennis, his second. And the left-handed junior, Nolan Curtis, has the front end of what's hopefully a 2-shot foul.
Come on, Nolan. Goodness gracious.
My goodness.
Shoot the
Throw it up here, Hayden. Oh, almost got it. Well, that wraps up 2 quarters of action here at the Greenville High School gym in Miami Valley League play. The score, West Carrollton 23 and Greenville 10. Randall and I'll be back in a little bit with halftime scoring in just a moment. Halftime here at the high school gym. Alex Warner along with Randall Bowman. Glad you could join us tonight. A ball game that saw the Wave trail 8-6 at the end of the first quarter, and then got outscored 15-4 in that second quarter to give us that 23-10 halftime deficit we're facing. For West Carrollton, 2 points for Ronald Dowds, 7 points for Stanley Shrivers, a bucket for Jayton Howard, 4 points, Deshaun Ferguson, Alan Lattimore with 8 points, and Sam Walker, averaging 18 a game, was held scoreless in the first half. 0 for 3 from the foul line for the West Carrollton Pirates. On the other side of the ledger, for Greenville, Million Bryan off the bench with 2 points. Jace Bunger off the bench, 2 points. 6 points for Hayden Bush, and that is 10 points in the first half. The Wave 0 for 6 from the foul line, so the two teams combining 0 for 9 from the charity stripe here in this first half. And Randall, it's just a case, I really believe that not much practice over the last week or two. Neither team's played in a game for 2 weeks, and the rust is really showing. And unfortunately, West Carrollton got it going a little more there in that second quarter than the Wave had. And, you know, the Wave had 12 turnovers there in that first half, mostly in the half-court set.
Yeah, and really, if you look at it, both leading scorers for both teams have not scored. So DJ hasn't scored, and the Walker boy hasn't scored from West Carrollton. So, you know, we've been in this thing, which is great.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not being although we're down 13, we're not being blown out, and I think there's some things to build on here.
We just have to score.
We have to score, and we got to hit the easy shots. Those easy shots right down below will kill you. I don't care what level you're playing at. It's going to kill you if you miss those easy, what we called bunny shots.
Yeah.
Back in the day, Alex.
Back in the day. The rabbit died.
Yeah, the rabbit died.
Anyhow, yeah, the Wave were down 15-10, had 2 foul shots, missed them both, and then they go on an 8-0 run, 23-10. Well, most of you folks out there know Randall is helping with the 8th grade basketball team this year down at the junior high level, the boys team. And Randall, let's talk just a little bit about that, along with the head 8th grade coach, Matt Hamilton.
Well, Matt's a great guy, and this is our third year working together, and it's a lot of fun. Matt sees the game great. I mean, he sees what's going on, stops the play, corrects what's wrong, etc., and goes right on forward. We're implementing the offense and the defense that Coach Jones has got up here. We're trying to implement that down at the 7th grade and the 8th grade levels.
Good.
So, yeah, again, we talked earlier, 2020. Carl Butts is our 7th grade coach, and lo and behold, he contracts COVID. So he's out for like 18 days, and Matt and I talk about what are we going to do. Well, we decide, we're not going to take a lot of emphasis away from the 8th grade, so I'm going to run the 7th grade.
Okay.
But we ran our practices together, which worked out great. And then game days, I would run the team, and then Matt would be right there with me, and then vice versa. At the 8th grade game, Matt would run the 8th grade. I'd be right there with him on the sideline and watching. And, we both kind of believe it's better to have 4 eyes out there watching and what's going on as opposed to 2.
Yeah, and I think most people that are, keep up to date with basketball, the program and everything, the 8th grade team's one that shows maybe some potential as they come up through the high school ranks.
They really do. This group has been together for the most part. We started with them in the 6th grade, and then they were together last year in the 7th grade, and now they're together this year in the 8th grade, and they'll go forward. They're deep. They're 8 guys, but as we talked earlier, we're 3-3 on the season, but we haven't really had a full team the whole season because of either COVID or an injury. We've got 2 guys out now with ankle injuries, so that hurts. So it's just different things like that. It's 2020, Alex. That's all I can say.
Well, let's see if the Wave they played pretty decent defense here in this first half. Let's see if we can get some points on the board. The original starting lineup for the Wave: Zimmer, Curtis, Bumgardner, Bush, and Haynes in there. And West Carrollton has the ball out of bounds to start the second half. Good penetration that time. Kick back out. Wave shut him down in there. Good job. That time Nolan Curtis got a hand on the ball. Comes back out front, and West Carrollton sets it up again. Boy, here's a long 3 hosted up out there by Lattimore. No good, and the rebound comes down to the Wave. Let's get a bucket or 2 here and get back into this thing.
That'd be great. That would be great.
I think, you talk about playing 1 quarter at a time. Let's win this one by about 6-7 points here and put some pressure on him. Nolan Curtis from the corner. There we go.
There we go.
Well, it's nice to see Nolan Curtis hit the bottom of the net there.
Yep, exactly.
Maybe that'll get him off the schneid here and get him going here the rest of the season. 13-23, Wave trail by 10. Here's Walker, the big guy inside, a little short. Boy, we've done a good job of doubling down on him.
Yeah, and that's what part of this pack line defense does.
Wave down by 10. Played a little over a minute here in the third quarter.
You get that ball down on the block, and that's the first thing you want to do is you want to double team that big man. Doggone it. That hurt.
Yep. DJ Zimmer put the ball down, and shot goes up and in. And Lattimore now
has 10.
That's why he had 18 the only game he's played. He can score. That's too bad. DJ Zimmer didn't need to put the ball on the court quite that much in that low block area. Haynes, Reed, nope. It's going to be white ball, no? They'll call it a foul on Reed Haynes.
I think that was help from the official, or from the coach over here.
Well, that's the first team foul, and Reed's first of the ball game. 25-13. West Carrollton into the front court. Wave staying that man-to-man. Well, they switched it up a little bit this time. Boy, nice drive.
Yep.
That's Howard with his 4th point, 27-13. Boy, they picked the pressure up just a little bit now, haven't they? Full court.
Imagine they probably got an earful at halftime, don't you?
Probably so. Zimmer goes in against Walker, and Walker changes his shot, pulls it down, quickly ahead. Lattimore thought about it, says, no, I'll just drive in this time. Missed it. Good rebound, Alex Bumgardner. There's a bounce pass, and I like that. As they say, I love me some bounce passes once in a while, and there's another turnover. And they throw it away going down. That time, Howard probably could have gone ahead and taken the shot. Instead, he tried to dip it back over here to Ferguson and threw it away.
Again, every time you make that extra pass, there's a lot of bad things that can happen.
Yes. There's a reason that you talk about triple threat in basketball. It's shoot, pass, dribble.
Yep.
Shoot priority, pass second, dribble third.
Yeah, yep, that's exactly right.
And sometimes we dribble a little too much, and there's another feed to the high post. Boy, taken out of there, up and in. Nice play, Deshaun Ferguson. 29-13. Well, they picked their pockets, and that's 3 turnovers here in the third quarter for us already.
We got good spacing.
You got to call a foul? Okay, it goes on to Deshaun Ferguson. That's his third. First of the half for the Pirates. Nicholas comes in, and DJ Zimmer takes a seat. Coach Jones wants to say a few things there. DJ's had a couple turnovers here. And get in,
boy.
My
goodness.
Alex Bumgarner had a look at it and didn't get it to drop.
Oh, my God.
There's a blocking foul on Truman Nicholas. Well, Truman did a pretty good job on the football team this year as a linebacker, defensive back, and he wiped out the West Carrollton player that time, draws the foul. So Truman, that'll be foul number 3 I have him for.
That's what I've got. Oh, come on, Nolan.
That's it, pick it up. There's a turnover against West Carrollton.
Good fake, good job. Good job.
Truman Nicholas off the pretty feed, puts it up and in, and it's 29-15, his first 2 points of the night.
Come on, guys, D up here now. Here you go, good. I like the movement on defense that we're given.
Get it? That's it. Good job, Alex Bumgarner on the boards.
Good.
Curtis into the front court. Halfway through the third quarter, past the high post. This is Walker guarding Bumgarner. Back to Curtis, has it stripped. Picked up in there by West Carrollton. Long 3, Lattimore. That's only their second 3-point shot of the night. That's 13 points for Alan Lattimore. 32-15. Reed Haynes inside, throws it away. Tip back loose. Truman Nicholas runs it down.
Fast and furious here, Alex.
Not real pretty, but fast and furious. This is Hayden Bush way out front. Going to get a pick from Bumgarner. Picked up in there by Walker, and ball flicked out of bounds. Seems like our spacing is just a little bit off tonight for some reason. We don't have good angles on some of our passes, and that's why they're flicking a lot of balls loose.
Exactly.
Bunger comes in. Nolan Curtis takes a breather. Jace had 2 points there in the first half. High post goes to Bumgarner. Kicks back out. Here's Hayden Bush. Nice pass backside. Pretty.
Nice.
Truman Nicholas with 4 here in this quarter, and it's 32-17. A nice assist.
Very nice.
To Hayden Bush. That's part of that Princeton offense cutting through the back door that time.
Exactly.
Well, here's a long 3. Comes up short. And Bumgarner with another rebound. Yeah, Alex Bumgarner's probably got 5 or 6 rebounds here tonight. There's Million Bryant into the front court. Bunger takes it in, kicks out.
Good.
Get in there, Million. Nope. Bumgarner, offensive rebound, gets it back again after having a shot taken away. Fighting hard.
No kidding.
And they called a foul. Anthony Parker, the West Carrollton coach, wanted a 3-second violation. That'll be Walker's second. And once again, Mr. Walker, averaging 18 a game, has yet to put his name in the scorebook.
Let's keep it that way.
That's right.
Oh, there we go. We hit a foul shot.
Yeah, after going 0 for 6 in the first half, we finally got one to drop. Alex Bumgarner with his first point of the night. 32-18, 2:20 to go here in the third period of play.
Yeah.
Got the friendly home court roll that time. 32-19, so Wave have played them even here so far in the second half. Both teams with 9 points in the books. This is number 2, Javen Vaughn. Little freshman ball handler.
I know it, he is.
There we go. Good pass inside. So Mark Walker finally gets his first bucket of the night. And there's one long pass with a bad angle. Shot comes up short. Rebound, no good. Second time, no. They had 3 shots at it, missed them all. Number 10 that time, Trey Dennis, couldn't get one to drop, could he?
He could not. He tried.
34-19, 1:40 to go, third quarter. Jace Bunger's going to crank up a 3, in and out. Good rebound. Hayden Bush just nice and easy.
Nice, good job, Hayden.
Hayden Bush now with 8 points. 34-21. Well, we scored more points this quarter than we did the whole first half.
Yeah.
Still have 1:20 to go. Ball outside, goes in low post, gets it back. A long 3 put up and rebound to Brian. No. Well, Jace Bunger forced a long cross-court pass that time. Wouldn't drop it. Back the other way, Alan Lattimore. Lattimore now with 15 points. Take it in, Million, and block. That was like Daniel going into the Lions den there, baby. Million Bryant at about 5'10" took it in, and Mr. Walker at 6'6" was just waiting for him.
He was. Don't bring that stuff in here, boy.
Yes, sir, buddy. 36-21, 50 seconds to go in the third period of play. West Carrollton's Pirates from down south of Dayton made the trek up here. Both teams playing for the first time in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Little head fake. Bush says, I'll take it. That wasn't the shot we needed.
Nope.
Had a nice head fake. He just wasn't quite set to take it after that, was he?
Right, exactly.
Pirates into the front court. Vaughn, the freshman, with it. I can see he's a pretty quick young man.
Yeah, he is.
Not very big. I don't know how much more he'll grow, but he's got some basketball skills.
Yes, he does.
Pirates throw it away. Turnover gives it back to the green and white. Haynes, Bumgardner, and Curtis come back in. Bryant, Bunger, and Nicholas check out. 33 seconds left. Let's see if we can get a bucket here.
There you go.
But we're right in the corner. That's not a place to be.
Go, go, go.
Reed, can you hit one, buddy? No. Alex Bumgarner, a nice job on the boards.
No
Walker
kidding.
finally pulls it down. 15 seconds to go here. And a turnover. Good scoop in there by Haynes. Nolan Curtis down to 5 seconds. Get a shot off. And going to be a foul call. Going to go against Vaughn. That'll be his second. That'll be the team's third. And with 4 seconds left, Hayden Bush at the line. He's a chance to get to double digits here tonight. He has 8 points so far. He's 0 for 3 from the foul line, so law of averages said he's bound to make these two.
We would hope. Come on, buddy. Jeez.
Woo. Yeah, that's too bad. We've missed 8 foul shots tonight.
Yeah.
Plus, front end of 2 1-on-1s, so that's a possibility of 10 more points right there. You give us 10 more points, we're in this game.
That's exactly right.
I'll be a monkey's uncle. That's it. Had it traveling, but that wraps up 3 quarters of MVL action. West Carrollton with a 36-21 lead. Randall and I'll be back in just a moment for the fourth quarter. Well, we're getting ready for the final quarter of regulation play here. You know, Randall, we're down 36-21. First quarter, they outscored us by 2. That quarter, we were outscored by 2.
Yep.
It's just that second quarter that
13
really hurt us, and that's why we're down 15 points right now.
That's exactly right.
So 2 of the 3 quarters we've played even Steven with the Pirates, and Wave on the possession arrow, start the fourth quarter with the ball. Haynes in a little trouble. Nolan Curtis on a set play, got it. Well, that was a set play from out of bounds to start the quarter, and Nolan Curtis has his second 3, 6 points altogether, and they answer right back. Vaughn, the freshman, comes back, hits a three of his own. It's 39-24. Here's Haynes. Passes over Bumgarner, dribble drive, up, got the roll.
All right.
4 points now, Alex Bumgarner. Good strong move to the basket off a nice pass.
And those are the kind of baskets we got to have. This team that struggles on offense has to have those kind of baskets.
Right.
We have to make them. We get them. You have to make them. That's what I'm trying to say. You know what I was trying to say, didn't you?
I think every time you shoot, you want to make it, right?
Well, that's true. There's no doubt about that. Good.
Oh, that's going to be a foul on Zimmer. Tackled by DJ Zimmer. You know, he had 2 fouls early, and that's just his third now. So played pretty well under control defensively. That's only the second or third team foul of the half for the Wave. Third team foul.
Well, if we could just get DJ to get some scoring in this quarter, it gets us right back in it.
DJ Zimmer, averaging 14 a game, has not scored yet. Boy, a long one by Lattimore. Not this time. Kicks out of bounds.
He says when he walks in the gym, he's open, so he's going to put her up.
He was way out there. He was out there almost on the front row there, about mid-court.
Sitting there with Lee Stanley.
39-26, 6:45 to go in regulation.
Good.
Hit another one, Nolan. Can he hit 3? Not this time. Good rebound that time by Ferguson. Tied up, ball taken away by Bumgarner. Alex Bumgarner, no. Fought forward.
I'll tell you, good hustle, Alex.
He's really going, come on,
baby.
Reed. Boy, he just can't make one, can he, Reed Haynes? Finally goes out of bounds. Well, I tell you, Alex Bumgarner hustled hard and really got his hand on the ball 3 times there, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah, good hustle by the 6'4" junior.
Yeah, it'd have been nice if he could answer that 3 right there. That'd have been great.
There's a 3 kind of a brick going up, and Zimmer with the rebound. DJ took a elbow to the face there.
Sure did.
Going to be a foul called on number 5, Lattimore. That's only his first. So Alan Lattimore, 15 points, and a timeout called by Greenville. So 6:08 to go in regulation. And that 13-point margin enjoyed by West Carrollton, 39-26. Wave's next ball game, I think you're going to be doing that with me also, right?
I am.
We'll be back here, you folks listening to this on live stream. That tip time will be on YouTube at probably around 7:15 as far as commentary is concerned. We'll probably be on a little earlier than that without audio, which most people probably appreciate. Anyhow, Randy will all be back about 7:15 on this Saturday night, January 2nd, as the Xenia Buccaneers come to town, take on the Greenville Greenwave here. Next game for West Carrollton is, I believe, the 6th, which is a week from tonight, and they travel down and take on the Stebbins Indians. I guess for where they're at, they travel up and take on the Stebbins Indians.
So Stebbins must be back then because they've only had, especially in middle school, they've only had 1 game.
Right.
And Sydney's only had 1 game in the middle school. So, most of these teams, we really don't know what they have.
Right. Well, we assume that they'll have a game at Stebbins.
Good.
That's the story of this year. You assume and hope it comes true.
Exactly.
Wave ball trailing by 13. 6 minutes to go. DJ Zimmer.
Get in there.
There we go. Okay, Wave back within 11. That's the closest we've been here since about late in the second quarter. And a good block by Baumgartner. Out of bounds. Reed Haynes couldn't hang on to it. 39-28.
I'll tell you this much right now. For a team that has not won a game this year, you can't fault their hustle.
No.
I mean, they're giving you everything they've got.
Foul going to be on Baumgartner. If that is, that's Alex's 3rd.
Yep.
And going to the line to shoot a pair is going to be Deshaun Ferguson. Ferguson has 4 points so far tonight. 39-28, 5:51 left, 4th quarter. Rims it out. They are 0 for 4 from the foul line tonight. Neither team. Greenville's 2 for 10, and they are now 0 for 4. So 2 for 14 combined from the foul line tonight.
Wow.
They get 2 for 15. And a foul. That's kind of a frustration foul on Ferguson. That's his 4th after missing the 2 foul shots. He fouls Reed Haynes. That's his 4th, as I said, and the 5th team foul. And Alan Lattimore, after a breather, checks back in. Lattimore's listed here at 6'1". 6'1", about 122, it looks like.
Yeah.
But he can jump.
Yes, he can.
High post, Zimmer against Walker. And it's going to be on Walker all the way. Kind of rode him down the lane. Good, strong move by DJ Zimmer.
Sure was.
Well, DJ's come to life here a little bit in the last 3 or 4 possessions. Sam Walker has his 3rd. Next foul, put the Wave on the foul line. That could be good, that could be bad.
Yeah. Well, so far.
Hayden Bush, get in, buddy. Boy, follow, and then fouls.
Oh, no.
Well, that's too bad. Hayden Bush, that's his 1st, team's 5th. And, you know, it's easy up here to say follow your shot, but that's one of the basic rules, and that's, I know, one thing that Coach Jones will be working on. We were right in line with that shot.
Yep.
And, Hayden should have taken a direct line to the basket. Anybody knows where the ball's going, it's the shooter, right?
Exactly.
They're going to run a little weave out front here. This takes basketball back to the 50s.
Yes, it does.
They got a man open. Misses the shot. Rebound, fought for.
Wow.
And it's going to go off of Greenville. Bumgarner going after it hard that time. Couldn't quite save it. Only down 11, Randall. A couple of stops here and a couple buckets the other end. You get within 5-6 points here with about 3 minutes to play. Let's hope that's not wishful thinking.
Well, you know, that's what we got to do. You got to just keep pecking away at it.
Here's Walker going to bowl his way in.
Yeah,
the big man. That's only his 2nd bucket tonight. Makes it 41-28.
But, you know, nobody really walled up there and let him run you over. There was another foul on him.
Yeah, a little contact under there. Give it back. Oh, had Zimmer open and traveled. Alex Bumgarner had DJ Zimmer cutting the lane and missed him.
Yep.
Then made a drop step. Unfortunately, he made 2 drop steps. Got called for traveling here. 41-28. West Carrollton by 13. 4:35 left in regulation. Good. That's it. Good D. Reed Haynes. Pick it up, Reed. Ball loose. And a foul going to be called on number 12. And that'll be on, Terry Green. Let's see if that's who they called it on. Yeah, Terry Green. That's his 3rd foul. And at the line, 1-1 is going to be Reed Haynes. Give me the ball back. One official says, okay, boys, we're going to talk this. You know, that's the one good thing about little crowds out here. You get to hear everything that's being said. At least for the most part, that's a good thing.
Exactly.
The official came over and kind of had words with Walker and Bumgarner there. Reed Haynes gets in the scorebook by hits the front end of the 1-1.
Alex is not backing off from the big fella.
No, he's not.
Nope.
He's not. 41-29. 4:31 to go. Okay.
Good job, Rito.
Wave a little full court 2-2-1 press of their own, and good double team. They're going to call a foul over there. Got a little too aggressive there.
Ooh.
And that's going to be an Alex Bumgarner, his 4th. I'll tell you what, Alex has been mixing it up pretty well out there tonight, hasn't he?
No kidding.
He's been real aggressive, and he's more than held his own against Sam Walker tonight.
Yep.
We need a stop here again, Randall. I'll tell you, a couple stops and a bucket or two, and this is put some pressure on a Pirate Ball Club. Good play. Reed Haynes defensively came across. Yep. Bothered the shot. Nolan Curtis to the basket, and a block by Walker up and in. DJ Zimmer all of a sudden. And another steal down here, 41-32. Hit it, DJ. Get in, buddy. That's it. And all of a sudden, Randall waved back within 7. There's our stops and buckets.
Yep, exactly.
I said if we could get back within 6 or 7 around 3-4 minutes to go, and here we are. Bench is alive down there, too.
Yeah, it is.
Long shot, Lattimore. No. Get the rebound. Flicked out of there. Walker got it back. Big man inside.
Yeah.
Boy, that's too bad. Played good defense, and a loose ball came down to Walker's hands. 43-34, 3:25 left. Wave hanging in there, clawing their way back. Reed Haynes kicks out. Let's see a 3 here from Hayden Bush. Little short and rebound. Man out ahead. Lattimore up and in. Boy, 2 quick buckets hurt, didn't they?
Yep.
He has 17 points. Well, we got it within 7 at 41-34 and 2 quick buckets.
Yep.
Timeout called by Greenville. 3:05 to go here. 45-34 your score. We'll be back in just a moment. Well, 3:05 left here. Wave trail 45-34. And too bad we got it back to 41-34, and then they got a bucket off a fast break there. Alan Lattimore, and then Sam Walker with a loose ball puts it up and in, and back down 11.
What's been our best quarter so far?
Well, we've met our per-game scoring average. We're at 34 points now. I'll tell you, this West Carrollton team averaged 68 and only had 45. You're going to call that?
You're going to call that good.
Wow. DJ Zimmer got the NBA continuation call there. And a foul that time on number 12, Javon Vaughn, his 4th. And DJ with a chance to make it the old-fashioned 3. Well, DJ Zimmer, after being held scoreless through 3, all of a sudden has exploded for 8 points there in this 4th quarter. Chance to make it 9 and get the Wave back within 8 points.
Well, we talked about that earlier. If we could just get some points out of him this quarter, there we go.
Well, we did. He's got 9 points in this quarter. Wave with 2-2-1 press here, 3 quarters, and stepped on the line. Turnover.
Good.
Back to the green and white. You know, Randall, for the most part, we've cut our turnovers back down again this quarter.
Yep.
And we're able to get some shots up. I mean, 5, 6. We've had 6 field goals, one of the 3-point variety, plus 3 foul shots. So, yeah. It's amazing what you can do when you can get shots up instead of turn the ball over. 45-37. Reed Haynes has it blocked by Walker. That's why he's averaging over 3 blocks a game. Nice drive. Missed the shot. Oh, no. Rebound. Watson, no. And it's going to be a foul called underneath.
Not on shoot.
That'll be Alex Bumgarner, his 5th. Well, Alex Bumgarner picks up his 5th foul, checks out with 4 points, but I tell you what, he played a pretty doggone good ball game tonight. Good job of scrapping on the boards, on the court. So that 4 points doesn't begin to indicate what he contributed to the team effort here tonight.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
2:24 left, and at the line is going to be Deshaun Ferguson to shoot a pair. This is the time of the game where visiting teams usually are shooting in about 100 screaming stage crew kids there.
Yeah.
That affects their shots, but he dropped that one in, makes it 46-37. Back up to a 10-point lead at 47-37.
So he had missed 4 foul shots in a row prior to that.
All right, we're down 10, 2:20 to go. Need a bucket. 3'd be even nicer, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
Haynes brings it back out front. Hayden Bush, he's double teamed. Reed thought about it. And a blocking foul on Ferguson. And that'll be 5 I have him for, I believe. I think that's his 5th. It is. DJ Zimmer making some good moves to the bucket here in this second half, especially in this 4th quarter, and has a chance to shoot 1 and 1. Dodds checks in. He played a little bit briefly there in the first half, a 6'3" junior. DJ Zimmer, 9 points this quarter alone. Oh, rimmed it out.
Oh.
Ball loose. And it's going to go off of Greenville. Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah. That's a good call, though.
That was a good call.
Yep.
2:02 remaining. 10-point West Carrollton lead. West Carrollton trying to go 3-2 on the season. The Wave looking for that first win. Oh, lower to shoulder. Going to call offensive. Yep.
That's 4 on him.
Sam Walker. That's a player control foul.
You know, and that's what we tell our kids. It's, you know, take an offensive foul, and Truman did there. Great job.
Hit another one, Nolan. Boy, rimmed it out. DJ Zimmer, good hands. Didn't get it to drop. Out of bounds, off of Greenville.
Yep, good call.
Boy, a couple times here we needed to make the foul shots, hit a three, or make that off the offensive rebound, and couldn't make connections.
Nope, that clutch shot.
Yeah, we could very easily be within 4 or 5 points right now. Minute 35 left and down 10. There's going to be some tired puppies going home tonight, aren't there?
Yeah.
Both teams battled hard. It's just a lot of rust after not playing for 2 weeks for both clubs. And boy, still cranking the threes, and adds a dagger there. That is Jayton Howard with a three, and it's 50-37 with 1:20 left, and that's pretty much going to be the nail in the coffin there. Reed Haynes is kind of a wild shot. Comes back down to West Carrollton. They're not going to bring it out. Euro step. Missed it. Walker up. No good. And is going to shoot a pair. Greenwave certainly had a chance to get that cut down to 4 or 5 points with a minute and a half to go, and just wasn't meant to be. Just wasn't meant to be. Well, Walker misses the front end of 2 shots. Heath Coomer on senior night checks in, and Hayden Bush checks out. And tell you what, Hayden Bush had 9 points tonight. I have him 4. And did a nice job in there. Million Bryant comes in. I tell you what, Truman Nicholas, for the 8 or 10 minutes he played, he was matched up against Sam Walker, gave up about 8 inches and 9 inches of height there, and did a nice job in there.
Yeah.
So Fletcher, Coomer, Bryant, Bunger, and Nolan Curtis, the lone starter, still in the game. Walker hits the second, makes it 51-37.
I have Hayden for 8 points, and that's what they've got up there.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, it is 8 points. I'm sorry.
Oh, doggone. Go back up. Go back up, Heath.
Pass it to Bunger. Get in there, Jace. Nope. And the rebound on the backside. How about that for a drive?
Wow.
Jayton Howard, a pretty drive. 53-37. That's too bad. This final score is not going to reflect how close it was and how much of a chance the Wave had to really get close here. Million Bryant draws a foul. He'll shoot a pair. Yeah, you're right. I had Hayden Bush going to the line to shoot 2-shot foul, and it was a 1-and-1. I had to black it out, and it looked like he made a foul shot. 27 seconds left. Wave down 16. Million Bryant. Is that his first 2 foul shots of this quarter?
That's his first foul shot.
First foul shot of the quarter.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly.
53-38. Head coach Bobby Jones yells out, no fouls here, and so Bryant misses the second. So no fouls coming from the Wave. See if West Carrollton just kind of plays with the outside here and runs this down. 20 seconds left. Boy, they're going to take a 3. How about Alan Lattimore? He has 20 points tonight, so he's averaging 19 a game. Heath Coomer, strong move.
Oh.
That's too bad. It was right there and didn't drop. 7 seconds left. Let's hope there's no fouls here by West Carrollton. Trying to get the ball to Coomer, trying to get him a shot here on senior night. 56-38, 6 seconds left. It would be nice to get Heath Coomer a bucket. How about Nolan Curtis? No. Ball loose, picked up, and that'll wrap it up. So final score here from the high school gym is West Carrollton 56 and the Wave 38. Brandon will be back with post-game comments and final scoring here in just a moment on YouTube.com. Once again, the final score here tonight, West Carrollton 56 and the Greenville Greenwave 38. West Carrollton goes to 3-2, and the Wave still looking for that first win now at 0-5 for the West Carrollton Pirates. Randall, you want to give the scoring for the Pirates?
Well, I hope I got these names right.
That's why I gave them to you.
I appreciate that. I got Ronald Dowds with 2 points, Stanley Shrivers with 7. Then we've got Jayton Howard with 9. And then I got, this sheet says Isaac Zini, but I think it's not who it is, number 4.
No,
anyway,
that's Deshaun Ferguson.
Okay, he has 8. He had 8 points. Terry Green did not score. And then Javon Vaughn, the freshman, he had 3 points. He hit a 3 in the third quarter. Sam Walker had 7. And Lattimore had 20 for a total of 56.
They were 3 of 9 from the foul line. Yep. For the homestanding Greenville Greenwave, Alex Bumgardner, 4 points. That wasn't his main contribution tonight. He did a great job defensively and on the boards. 4 points for Alex Bumgardner. Million Bryant, 3. 4 for Truman Nicholas, played well. 2 points for Jace Bunger. 8 points, Hayden Bush. 6 points for Nolan Curtis. 2 big threes there that really got us back in the ballgame, I thought, in the third quarter.
Yep.
And then DJ Zimmer, finally, after being held scoreless the first 3 quarters, 9 points to pace the Wave attack. Total of 38 points, 6 of 16 from the foul line. And you throw in the front ends of 2 or 3 1-and-1s, that's a possibility of another 13 points. Yeah. 56-38, but Randall, it was 41-34 with about 3:05 to go, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
And they outscored us 15-4 there down the home stretch. And so,
well, the good news is here, if you look at the quarter scoring 6, 10, 11, 17, I mean, that's progression. I mean, that, as Coach said, you got to look at progress quarter at a time. You build a block, you build a house one block at a time. So that's what they got to keep doing here.
Yep. So really, for the 4 quarters, 2.5 of those quarters, we played them even.
Yeah.
It's just the second quarter and then the last 3 minutes of the ball game got away from us.
Exactly.
So, anyhow, Randall will be back here on air, live streaming on YouTube.com. We'll be back Saturday night, January 2nd, as the Senior Buccaneers come to town. So on behalf of Michael Bryant, who was doing yeoman's work tonight, running 2 cameras at the same time, we'll have another person here to help on the camera Saturday night. So on behalf of Michael Bryant, Randall Bowman, Alex Warner, once again, your final score tonight, 56-38 in favor of West Carrollton. Good night, everybody.